Tecno Pova to? Yes, Tecno Pova 2. Tecno gave us the ultimate budget gaming phone last year. Now, here is the sequel. Lanicom po of Lanicom Views. Today, we will feature a phone, the sequel of one of the best budget phones that we had last year, 2020. Nagpapakilala sa atin ang Tecno brand. Then, they gave us Pova. The first Pova got us curious. Isang phone na may 6,000 mAh battery, 6GB of RAM, at a budget gaming processor from MediaTek for a very low price. Ako din, naging favorite ko ang Tecno Pova from the phones last year. This got us excited para sa next gen ng Pova. And now, we have the Tecno Pova 2. Naging user din ba kayo ng Tecno Pova? Post me on the comments and share nyo na rin ang experience nyo sa Tecno Pova. This video is not sponsored. This phone was personally purchased. At ngayon, sama-sama nating i-experience ang Tecno Pova 2. To start, here are some notable specs ng Tecno Pova 2. For processor, ang MediaTek G85 octa-core processor, 6GB of RAM, 128GB of storage, 4 na camera na may 48MP main. Sa front naman, mayroong 8MP camera. Ang display na 6.9 inches, 1080p display. Ang big battery na 7,000 mAh sa presyo na 7,990 pesos. This is the silver box with rainbow prism color on different angles. Upon opening, the first layer, we have the phone. Covered ito ng plastic film. Next layer naman is the clear case. Under this, documentation and the 12+1 months warranty. Underneath, a small box containing earphones. Here is a Type-C to Type-A USB cable. And also here, the SIM tray ejector key. Also on this layer, the 18-watt charger. And that is it. The phone is ready to use. And now, let's check out the looks. Ang mayroon tayo ang silver color. It has a diagonal pattern with a line strip at the center. It is also available in blue and in black color wherein mayroong rainbow prism color at the center. The back is made of plastic with a fine line texture. Nauuso na ulit ang texturized feel ngayon sa mga phones at sumasabay iyong Pova 2. It's quite hefty, but this is expected dahil may big battery ito sa loob. With the big screen, may kalakihan ng phone. Kaya pa din naman magkaroon ng good grip dito, even when the case is installed. Kapag nakakabit ang case, kita natin na well-protected ang camera bump and also the screen. Sa size naman, 6.82 inches tall, 3.10 inches wide, and 0.38 inches thick. Tignan naman natin ang sides ng phone. Sa bottom part, a microphone, USB-C port, and a headphone port. On the top, we do not have anything here. Sa left side naman ng phone, we have the SIM tray and the keyhole. It has a dual SIM tray and another slot for the microSD card. On the right side, the power button that functions also as a fingerprint scanner. Then the volume keys on the upper part. Sa back, we have 4 cameras. There is another one on the side of the flash. Medyo hindi lang kita dahil walang rounded design dito sa camera na ito. We have 4 LED flash and some text about the camera. The cluster is enclosed on a rounded rectangular bump. And here on the lower part is the Pova branding. In front, a glass screen, no branding specified. Front-facing camera is now at the top center. We have the ambient light and proximity sensor around here, and at the topmost part, the ear speaker that doubles as the loudspeaker. Yes, this is the sole main speaker of the Tecno Pova 2. Lastly, here's the front-facing light for the front camera. Let us now check out the display. It has 6.9 inches IPS display measured diagonally. At ngayon, may 1080p resolution na. This is one upgrade that is very nice to have in Tecno Pova 2. made even better for gaming and watching videos. We have a hole on the center of the display for the camera. The display gives good colors, it is generally vivid, and good enough na for our daily media needs. At almost 7 inches, this is quite a stretch kapag hahawakan natin ang phone on landscape mode. Let me specify also that Pova 2 has 180Hz sampling rate. This means faster screen response, which is very good when playing games, what a gaming phone should have. And let us now check the sound department. Tecno Pova 2 ay mayroong single loudspeaker, and the speaker is here in the earpiece. Good with this one is that hindi masyadong natatakpan ng loudspeaker when playing at kapag hawak nyo ito landscape. The output is generally loud but not that punchy.
And this is the Tecno Camon 16 SE. I hope nakatulong ang video na ito para ma-experience ninyo ang phone sa panonood lamang. Subscribe to Lanicom Views, follow nyo din sa FB, Twitter, and Instagram.
Good thing mayroon siyang 3.5mm headphone port para magamit ang ating mga favorite headsets. So I suggest if you want better sound, use the 3.5mm headphone port. As a communication device, okay na okay itong Tecno Pova 2. It can connect to 2G, 3G, and 4G cellular networks. Mayroong Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi hotspot, mayroon ding GPS for location identification, AGPS, Galileo, and BDS. Mayroon din itong several sensors equipped. For phone sensors, covered naman ng standards, ito ay may ambient light sensor and proximity sensor, accelerometer to detect movements, fingerprint sensor for security. Fingerprint detection is fairly fast, located here at the side. Face unlock also is here at medyo mabilis din ang face unlock kung nais natin itong gamitin. And now, the battery. Ito ay may whopping 7,000 mAh battery, few of its kind. On casual use, kaya nitong magbigay definitely a full day and another one tomorrow. The first Pova had 6,000 mAh. It performed very well. Ngayon sa Pova 2, 1080p man ang display, pero upgraded naman to 7,000 mAh ang battery. So let us expect a long life here. It has an 18-watt charger that can charge the phone for around 2 hours and 30 minutes to get a full charge. Quite acceptable sa ganito kalaking battery. And now, we do have a Type-C USB port. Ngayon naman, check natin ang software running dito sa Tecno Pova 2. Tecno Pova 2 is running Android 11 with iOS 7.6 as customization. Sa mga nakagamit na ng Tecno phones, very familiar na kayo sa iOS. Isa sa mga fast Android customizations around. Napansin ko ngayon sa Pova 2 na wala na yung instant apps, so na-lessen na ang mga bloat or advertisements this time. That's a good thing. What other customized tools iOS ang meron sa Tecno Pova 2? Mayroon tayo ngayon ditong peak proof kung saan nagda-darken ng some part of the screen para hindi masilip ng katabi. Ang kids mode to help us guide our kids toward healthy digital habits. Battery lab for power management. Smart panel ang side shortcut function ng iOS. Ang video assistant naman ang side shortcut function dedicated to video apps. Ang social turbo, tools such as voice changer, recorder, and beauty mode integration in WhatsApp application. App Twin to have 2 accounts log on select social media apps. Nandito din ang theme store. Marami tayong pagpipilian for customization. And of course, the game space, ang game optimization application tool ng Tecno Pova 2. Let me also cite that screen recording is also native here in iOS. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ang performance ng Tecno Pova 2. This phone is using a MediaTek Helio G85 octa-core processor with graphics processor na Mali G52 MC2. Ito ay may 6GB of RAM, With this setup, it is slightly bumped up from last year's Tecno Pova. Sa daily tasks, it is perfectly working. It loads and processes basic communication tasks such as social media, banking, documents, and communications. Check out naman natin ang gaming. Ito ay mayroong G85 gaming-centric processor, and when it comes to gaming, kaya naman niya ang mga graphic-intensive games on specific settings. HiOS ay may built-in game space to optimize the phone for gaming. This is a cool launcher space for your games. It has also a game anti-addiction tool, a health reminder, and parental control tool. Game Space has this ET engine or Evolving Tech Engine kung tawagin ng Tecno. It unlocks high refresh rate and boosts gameplay by optimizing the CPU and graphics processor. Also, the network when the app is running in Game Space. The game panel is accessible by swiping on the side. Mayroong several gaming tools we can use. Check CPU and GPU usage, shortcut to Chrome browser, take screenshot or screen recording. A voice changer also is here so you can use while you are playing and communicating online. Clear all background apps. Off-screen ay useful para sa mga games na may autoplay, so matitipid ninyo ang battery while it is running in the background. Magic button to set the volume keys mapped on a screen tap. Incoming calls and message notification can also be blocked. And here are some gaming samples ng Tecno Pova 2. Sneak peek tayo on Genshin Impact. Ang default setting niya ay on lowest. Playable ito with slight hiccups lang naman, pero you can play very well. On Asphalt 9, once na nag-stabilize na ang game after few races, it is playing very smooth. On Mobile Legends, it can do high settings with high frame rate. Kung sinubaybayan ninyo ang launch ng Tecno Pova 2, it was initially introduced on series of ML tournaments. Dito ko naramdaman sa game na ito na ang smooth ng gameplay ng Mobile Legends. Very crispy and snappy. I can say that this is well built for gaming. Though hindi katapatan ng mga gaming phones tulad ng Legion, ROG, or Black Shark, pero this is a gaming phone on a lower budget. So kung budget conscious ka, okay na ito. Punta naman tayo ngayon sa photography. Itong phone na ito ay may total of 5 cameras. At the back, 48 megapixel main camera, 2 megapixel macro, 2 megapixel depth camera at isang AI lens, aided with LED flash. Sa front naman, mayroon tayong 8 megapixel camera. Mayroon ding LED flash dito sa front camera. Ang camera software ay may several camera tools. Sa topmost, nandito ang settings menu, makakapag-adjust ka ng picture size and capture tools tulad ng eye autofocus at nandito din ang mga ilang line guides. On the top, you can toggle flash, HDR, aspect ratio, and apply some filters. On the right side, we have the toggle for macro lens and 2x digital zoom. You can swipe from left to right to change the camera modes or swipe up for the menu. Ang dami nating modes dito you can use on different photography situations. And showcasing some sample shots, ito ang Tecno Pova 2. As compared to the original Tecno Pova, the picture quality of Tecno Pova 2 produces better photos ngayon. Upgrade din sa quality ng images ang Tecno Pova 2, well, this is on the main camera. The photo looks natural naman at maganda rin on well-lit subjects. When in dark, use the night mode. It produces great photos too. It may not be the best around pagdating sa photography, pero maganda na ito para sa isang budget gaming phone. Sa video mode, we can choose an enhancement such as live portrait video or super steady. Video resolution can be 720p or 1080p or even 2K. Pero if you are using super steady, hindi natin maaaring magamit ang 2K mode. Nandito ang short video, AI cam, beauty mode, portrait, super night, AR shot, ultra HD, slow motion, panorama, document scanner, and time lapse. And take note, we do not have an ultra-wide lens here. Sa front, we also have most of the functions with the addition of the wide selfie. The video also can do 720p, 1080p, and 2K resolution. Mayroon ding super steady mode and portrait mode on video. Sa front-facing shots, it is not that great. Medyo unnatural lang sa akin yung mga pictures, for my taste at least. But then again, this is a budget gaming phone. Ang front camera niya ay okay na rin sa mga video conferencing and also to take quick selfies. So now, to wrap up this video, sagutin ko siguro ang mga tanong na ito. Ano ang upgrades niya compared to the first Tecno Pova? So first, the upgraded screen. From 720p, ngayon 1080p na. You can notice the difference. Pag nasanay ka na sa 1080p, maninibago ka ng kaunti if you look back into a 1080p screen. Second, upgraded ang battery from 6,000 mAh to 7,000 mAh. Battery din talaga ang isa sa mga key strengths ng Pova line. Hindi ka basta mag-worry na ma-lowbat ka in the middle of your game. Next, upgraded din ang USB port from micro USB to USB Type-C. Upgraded din ang camera kahit hindi niya key strength ito, Pova 2 is better than the previous Pova. Definitely, kung manggagaling ka sa first Pova, you can enjoy these improvements. And kung first time ka naman magkaka-interest sa isang Tecno phone for 7,990 pesos, mura na ito. Well-balanced performance sa basic functions, extra edge sa gaming, 6GB of RAM, great battery life, and nice design too. Kung hype ang Tecno Pova 2 continues the legacy that Tecno Pova brought to the Philippine market. And that is it. This is the Tecno Pova overview. I hope nakatulong ito para ma-experience ninyo ang phone sa panonood lamang. Subscribe to Lanicom Views, follow nyo din sa FB, Twitter, and Instagram ang Lanicom Views. Comment kayo at pag-usapan natin ang mga views ninyo and learn from each other. This is Lanicom of Lanicom Views. Hanggang sa muli!